So I've been told that Liverpool have an early kickoff tax. I've been told that Liverpool early kickoff, away kit, and so forth. This should be a very, very easy Dubinsky for Man City. But we'll get there. So, guys, we're going to talk about City against Liverpool. We are back to Premier League action. We're now in the home run of the EPL. City, Liverpool, the permutations, the preview of that game, break things down tactically. Look at maybe at the history and the rivalry. Then we're going to look at Dortmund against Bayern Munich. Tuchel's first game in charge. What a game in charge to start off with. Tuchel's first game in charge. Bayern against Dortmund, which is going to be happening later on in that day. Tuchel's interview as well, talking about how he was dismissed by Chelsea and how it was a shock to him. So we'll delve into that, and also as well talking about Messi or potentially returning back to Barca, man. So guys, remember, do your thing, man. Like that video, subscribe if you're new, and remember, guys, the hangouts are now on Spotify. Yes, the madness and the wildness is down. So
you're
while
really you're funding Barcelona.
Yes. I'm funding Drake and so forth. So. You can now listen to the Hangouts on Camp Spotify. You can listen to it right there, man, while you're running and gymming, man. So, guys, man, let's get into it, man. Let's just get this into it now. Let me hit that.
Wait, HH, I have to notify you that you have another Hangout that's scheduled at this time.
All right. So
I think you need to drop the brick.
Okay, yeah, I need to. Okay. Before I drop that break, yeah, I think
you want to keep this one going or go to the other one.
This is the right one, but he's scheduled another one at this time.
Yeah. No, maybe that's why it is. Oh, okay, I get it. Yep. All right, yeah. Okay, yeah. So look, you know what? It's called insomnia tax, man. Insomnia tax.
No, there's no tax. You just got it. You're just wrong on this one.
No, it's insomnia tax, man. Insomnia tax. What I always say.
Wait, so you did the rookie thing of like you?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I've done.
No, Ardias. He went live on the right one, but he scheduled another one at this time.
Yeah, Actually, no. I think another. Do you know what it was like? Because that's when I scheduled. It's basically because I do things in advance. That was supposed for the Sunday hangouts, but I'm doing things so quickly. I was just like, okay, I scheduled. I didn't forget to put the proper dates, man. Say, look, I screwed up, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But guys, look, man, we're here, man. So let me hit this, man. Let me hit this now. So, here's the thing, man. I was thinking that this is going to be like, because I put out a little vid and I said that, I think Liverpool, not definitively, but could be one of the defining factors in this title season, based on how Vater don't know their head, because that's a reverse jinx. Because no. My thing that's on further review, I mean, we'll get into the whole details, but on further review,
I'm agreeing with you. I'm nodding my head. Yes.
Okay, but on further review, that's why you should nod your head on further review. This game, I think, City are playing at home. Liverpool have a horrible record playing the early kickoff. So all points point to this should be a City win. Whereas Arsenal have to play Liverpool at Anfield, which is totally different. So my thing here is and that's why I would want Mike to even talk about this, because here's my thing. I like to go into the psychology of this whole stuff before I go into the deals, but I like to look at the whole macro psychology. I feel that Liverpool would prefer Arsenal to win over Man City personally. And I think that for Liverpool, there is still a hatred that they have of Man City. Remember when Liverpool won the title, the whole guard of honor, and you saw Bernardo Silva's face when he left it and so forth? He felt salty. So I do feel that there is definitely this kind of still, the blood isn't as bad as, let's say, United and Arsenal back in the day, of course, Barcelona and Real Madrid, but there is still somewhat of a rivalry there, specifically also between Pep and Klopp. But from a footballing level, I'm not sure how Liverpool win this game, because this isn't the very high stamina, high intensive, lots of running, energetic Liverpool that's problematic for Man City. When we look at the ways that Liverpool beat City, it was how much that they ran and just how physical they were and just the physical attrition they imposed onto City, because it was totally a clash of styles. And one player that was key there was for Fabinho. Everything begins in the midfield. We restore the defense, the attack. Everything begins in the midfield. And I think if your midfield isn't right, you can't even begin to win a game. The midfield is the first battle you must win. And you don't look at the midfield, whether it's Henderson, whether it's Milner, whether it's this street urchin, Oliver Twist Merchants, Harvey Elliott, or whether it's Fabinho. None of these guys, I think, have the capabilities to be able to match up to Rodri, if you put Silver in there, and of course if De Bruyne drops in there. So and here's my thing: all points to City winning, but I don't think there's going to be a blowout. And I think the way that City have been playing, this isn't like going to be a 5-1 or a 6-1. I'm already going to say like it's a 1-0. But Mike, I know, because we talked a bit before, and you're like, no, these guys are trash. If there was a way, maybe this is the best way to do it. If there was a approach you think Liverpool could take with the pieces you have right now, away from home to face against City, what would you do? How would you roll with it?
Well, we would have to play the same way we did against City earlier this season. Hunker down and just don't concede any chances.
Catenaccio, basically.
Just get that one goal. Yeah, look, we cannot go toe-to-toe with City anymore. That midfield is dreadful. It's old. We just don't have that engine in ourselves anymore. And I don't have any confidence in this team. And I don't think a lot of Liverpool fans do, especially going away to Etihad, a ground we haven't won at since 2018 in the Champions League. And the last time in the Premier League was 2016. It's a fortress for City against us. And I don't really have a lot of confidence. If it was at Anfield, slightly. But then I look at City's form and I'm like, I just don't see how we're going to get a result here, generally. Like, I look at them defensively. Ake, I saw you guys talking about the best City players. I think Ake has been brilliant this season, really. He's been very good against Saka and the top right wingers in the Premier League, going up against Salah. I'm worried for Salah in that situation. So the only way I can see us winning is we got to be very clinical in transition, similar to how we did against Manchester United. Be clinical in transition, quickly. Don't let City set up in a defensive block, and we're going to be fine. But you want me to be confident in this team going away to Etihad on a 12:30 kickoff where we've lost to Nottingham Forest, we lost to Bournemouth. I can't think of the other 12:30 kickoffs.
Records are there to be broken.
Records are there to be broken, but with this team at the moment, I mean, we're breaking the wrong records because we went from quad to just nothing, just a bunch of dust. That's what we got to play for.
I mean, do you see Klopp saying, look, we are not what we were. We can't go toe-to-toe. Let us replicate what we did at Anfield. Let's just frustrate City, give them the ball, set City back, and just hit that long ball to Salah, to Nunes, and just try to hit them on the counter, just attack the spaces. Or do you think you'd be like, nah, it's City? Because it is true, because what I thought, when Klopp used that tactic, I was like, oh, Klopp has a plan B. So Klopp is actually going to maybe vary his approach and so forth, just to try and just do good. But he had that approach specifically for City, and he then went back to now playing 2-2, and I was like, wait, what? So
yeah, I just don't think he's going to go toe-to-toe. I just think he understands the personnel right now is just not capable of executing what he wants to do, which is plan A. And plan B, it looks like sit back and just hit City on the counterattack. That's the problem I see, is if we do that, we have to have the midfield to find a pass. But that midfield right now, it just cannot do it. Trent's form is just up and down right now. He has a couple of good games, then he has a couple of bad games. I hope he can turn up tomorrow. I look at Nunes. I think Nunes can be a key difference in this game, especially with his pace. I think he can cause a lot of trouble. But then I look at Kyle Walker. He's obviously got pace to deal with it. This is a game where Liverpool just have to win in transition if we want to have any joy, because otherwise we're just going to have to defend for our lives. But Haaland didn't train today, right, Vader?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
Wait,
Sorry, that was my dog.
Oh, what the hell? I thought it was like a freaking like siren or something.
I think he's dreaming.
Oh, wow. I've never heard a dog sound like that, man. What the hell? Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's cool. Victor, man, what are you saying, man? Look, man.
Haaland's not healthy, man.
So you're saying that because Haaland's not
healthy.
healthy, you're not worried about this? Come on, man. Victor, don't do this, bro. Don't do this.
He's the best striker in the world right now. Why would I not be worried not having him?
So you're saying that if you don't have a healthy Haaland, you can't beat a Liverpool team that are struggling to make fourth, and you're at home and you're going for a title. Let's talk real.
I'm talking real. I think my chances aren't as favorable as they were had he been healthy. Mike was talking about the groove that we were in, the way we were playing. That involved him. That was him at striker. That was him answering the calls that he can't connect with us. We can't play well. We were killing teams. FA Cup, Champions League. We were in a groove. We don't have that, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I am concerned because this is Liverpool. RDS has his head down because he still remembers what Liverpool did to him. They can show up. That I need to be concerned of that. So hearing that they don't play well at that early kickoff, okay, feeling good. Hearing that they're coming to the Etihad and we've had a very good record, we've made it difficult for teams, feeling good. But knowing very recently that they damaged mighty United the way they did, I'm concerned. I don't have Haaland to rely on like I have been these recent games. I'm going to also say this. Because I think Klopp, he's a broken man. And a broken man is a dangerous man. What Real Madrid was able to do to Liverpool has changed him. To that point, he's not going to go toe-to-toe. He's probably going to be even more resolute and defensive against us. He flirted with it when he played us in the league. But what Real Madrid just did to him, and I saw a broken man and a broken squad that played on that second leg. That's what we saw when they went over there. They conceded the Champions League and were comfortable to get out of there with a 1-0 loss. They didn't fight that game. That's the man that I got to now deal with in the league. He's going to play spoiler. He's going to be a problem. And I do have concerns in this game. It's not going to be easy. We should be winning it. I'm going to tell you that. But it's not going to be an easy game because of where Klopp is, where Liverpool are. And I almost forgot this fact. They need to continue to win. They need to get this top four. No top four means less.
Yeah, but Vader, you have more pressure to win this game than us.
Come on, way more pressure.
I'm not talking about pressure. I'm not talking about who has more pressure, who doesn't.
No, but you're saying that we need to win this game, equaling that we have pressure on us to win. But you need to win. You need to win. You're in a title race. I can see this season has been god awful for us. We're trash this season. But of course, could we win? I don't see us winning, and I don't see us pressure on us to win because we still got Chelsea, we still got Arsenal at home. For me, and I think with
Mike,
this squad,
huge game on Tuesday, massive.
Yeah,
game
it's a huge game on Tuesday. Yeah, it's the mid-table off. That's what it's going to be. It's the mid-table off.
No, Mike. The mid-table off is tomorrow. That's the mid-table off.
Oh, it's you. Oh yeah, 10th and 11th. But Vader, to me, it's just like. With the top four battle, it's just so inconsistent with the teams. You know, you don't trust in Tottenham. Newcastle, they got a tough schedule coming up. Liverpool, they're a goofy team. So I just feel like this is all on City because you guys are actually in the title race this time around.
But do you think there is still that kind of rivalry tax there? Even if this won't be Liverpool season, Liverpool, no, we still want to beat City because we've been going at it for so long. Even if we've fallen off this season, we still want to go there and beat them up. Or do you think it's the same of, look, it's just vibes. Let's actually just focus on the other games that we can win. This game away, we'll do what we can, but our main focus and our emotions are really on the other games.
If I'm to speak to Liverpool fans, I'm going to say they're like let's go and play spoiler. Like Mike said, there's no pressure on them. There's no pressure on them at all. They're supposed to be going there and do their best. They're underdogs again. They're underdogs again. They get to play that up this time and have no consequences, whether they win or lose. I mean, if they win, oh yeah, they did their thing. But if they lose, it's like, yeah, we were expected to lose. Well, look at the season that we're having. And that's dangerous. That is 100% dangerous. If I had Holland, I'd be big chested up here right now talking about, yeah, we got this. We got this. Let them play their low block. Let them play counter. I know I'm going to get at least one goal from Holland. But I don't have him. I have Alvarez, and he hasn't been in the rotation.
Whoa. Are we hating on the World Cup winner? Is that what we're doing right now, Vito? So we're not hating on the World Cup winner. Is that what we're doing? A guy who helped Messi get that WC.
He did exactly that. He helped Messi get that World Cup, of course. But in terms of the league, in terms of impact, there hasn't been a player more impactful than Holland. And you're telling me I'm not going to have him against the club, the manager that's been my rival recently? They would love. And again, when we talk about motivation,
Veto,
they would love.
Veto, I don't Vetos. See, do you know this is why they call you Clinton? This is why they call you Bill.
I had no relations.
Okay, this is why they call you Bill, and hopefully you don't have a Lewinsky. Hopefully you actually have a Hillary of a Lewinsky. So, but my thing though is, yes, Haaland. If you had Haaland, boom. City have dealt with Liverpool. City have dealt with a better Liverpool without Haaland.
I have no Haaland and no Foden. My star boy is
okay, let's again. City without Foden and Haaland have dealt with a better Liverpool before. You cannot tell me that because you don't have Foden or Haaland. Oh my gosh. Do you know where Liverpool are in the league right now? Yes, you know Haaland scored those goals because you're now sort of actually. You know what? While you think of another political answer, let me come to RDS.
No, hold on. Before you even go to RDS, let me say this because you have Football Hut, amazing analysis. I grant you. But the fight between Liverpool has not been, we're trading wins. They've been draws. We've been fighting back and forth. And you're talking about the quality that I have. Even in my pump when things were rolling, we still drew against them. And the fact that they were looking miserable early in the season, and I made the mistake of talking big chested because I want to go into Anfield and get that dub. Came out of there with a 1-0 loss. So I gotta be chill, man. I gotta be chill. I respect what Liverpool are, but RDS. I mean, I'm gonna give the mic to you, my friend.
RDS, talk to me, man. What do we say, man? I mean, Vitsa he's scared, he's worried that this is a Liverpool team that is worried about and everything. And Mike is keeping it a stack that Liverpool. I mean, here's the thing: he's keeping it a stack, but I do feel that as much as City should win, I expect them to win. Liverpool take the approach they had at Anfield, i.e., let's go Brexit, let's go fish and chips, let's go Prince Charlie. They can say what's up. What would you say?
Okay, so first I think two things.
Also RDS. Artists, come on, okay, look, okay. Here's no. Artists, this is a challenge. Artists, this is a challenge for you. Try and go through this entire stream without mentioning Chelsea and their league position. Just basically, it's like a challenge. Like, let's see what they can do. Basically, like I'll give you like a prize. You'll have like a great prize. Go through the whole stream without mentioning Chelsea and their position. Go for it.
Are we talking about them like later though?
We're talking about Tuchel.
So that kind of ties.
That kind of relates, though.
No. Don't talk about Chelsea and their league position.
Okay, so I can talk about Chelsea, but don't mention their league position.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. Good. Okay, I can work with that. I can actually work with that. Okay, I could talk about Chelsea and the money they've spent. So so that's the leeway there. Anyway, so the first two things. One, this match, tomorrow was April the 1st. So I'm expecting a lot of banter, April Fool's Day, that type of thing. 2 fools, 2
guys, please, guys, no one fool me and so forth. Don't tell. It's like, okay. Can I just say this right now? If anyone tweets out or anyone says the news thing that we've made first contact with the aliens and say April Fools, I will block you and I will hunt you down. Okay. Because that's the same. So not because I will no, I'm not having that. Because I wanna make contacts with aliens personally for me. So if any of you cracks a joke that we've made contacts and they say, April Fools, I will block you. You've been warned. Artists, continue.
I thought if anything, they'd be like, I don't know, like Chelsea didn't give Mbappe or something like that. Those kind of April Fool jokes.
Yeah, but I'll know it's a lie. So basically, you know what? Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to just ignore everything tomorrow. Right? Yeah.
Or block Madrid, so one of the two.
So they already blocked.
So based on that, I'm expecting potentially some banter from these two teams. The second thing I think is that it is weird, like commenting on this as like a third person. You've got City fan, Liverpool fan, you've got United fan commenting on basically two rival clubs for different reasons for Manchester United. So one
Let your hatred flow. Let the hatred flow. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, Rayner?
Let your hatred flow. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. So one club, won Premier League in 30 years. The other club hasn't won a Champions League. So this kind of rivalry, the balance, it's amazing. So, but actually onto the game. It's weird because I'm getting if I focus on Liverpool first, I'm getting very like old school kind of Liverpool vibes from Liverpool this season, right? Okay, because Liverpool, they're out of the Champions League, they're not competing with the Premier League, so they're not really competing for anything really aside from maybe they've got a shout up getting to top 4, right? But if you're old like me and you remember Liverpool back in the day, where Liverpool were this kind of team where they weren't really like winning anything significant, but they were always like a thorn in the side of like the big teams. Like they would always step up, like when they played against Chelsea or Arsenal or United or whatever, they'd always turn up. Yeah. And then when they played against like mid to bottom team.
Yes. I knew where you were going to go. I knew where you were going to go with that artist. I knew where you were going to go. Did you see how you just slid that in and so forth? So okay, I knew where you were going to go.
I mentioned Chelsea were the top teams that Liverpool played back.
Good. All right. Thank you.
So the point I'm going to make is that like it's almost like deja vu this season, where like when you see how Liverpool have done, they've brought up their A game when they played against Spurs, when they played against Arsenal. Even though I know they lost against them, they still played quite well. They beat City. You saw this against United. Against the bigger teams, they seem to find something to step up and do something, But when they play a Nottingham Forest or Bournemouth or whatever, it's like they're on holiday. So it's weirdly nostalgic that's what Liverpool are. Almost like things are like almost like things are back to normal. If that makes any sense. And so based on that, I actually think Liverpool are going to give City a game tomorrow. I'm not saying outright Liverpool are favourites, but I don't think Liverpool are gonna, are gonna be destroyed by City.
Oh no, I don't think I'll be shocked if City for me. I feel this is going to be a 1-0. Like it'll be a game, a tight game. I feel this like a 1-0.
The only reason why I think this might be a draw is because obviously Haaland has been the mainstay of City in terms of scoring their goals, and City this season have been used to playing with Haaland. Now I know they can maybe go back to the false 9 thing. Maybe they can use, the other things that they can use. But I just wonder, can City play over Haaland? I don't think Liverpool's defense is as, especially with I think not Gomez, Konate. And when I played, is actually really good. So even when they lost in one, they're still not conceding tons of goals. So defensively they are getting better. So I think if Haaland's now there, is there anyone in City's front line I think that can really cause Liverpool's defensive problems? It's going to be difficult.
RDS. I mean, if I'm Pep, you know what I'm doing? I'm saying Grealish, get the ball and go at Trent over and over again.
Mike, Grealish doesn't know how to go straight. The guy gets the ball and then go sideways.
Look at what
he has no perpetual movement.
So just one thing is Diaz back?
Yeah, but he's not going to start.
Wait! How long has he been injured for like the whole season?
He's been injured since the Arsenal game.
Okay, so in terms of attacking wise,
he suffered that injury versus Arsenal.
All the tackles are
and then he got re-injured during the World Cup.
Okay, but Diaz will he be off? Will he be on a bench? Will he be available?
I think he'll be on the bench. I don't think he's going to get any minutes. Okay. I wouldn't rush it.
I know.
Save him for Arsenal. You should probably save him for Arsenal.
Yeah, Vader.
No. I think, look, is this the game where you bring Diaz in? I'm not sure. If he's been away for so long, I'm not sure. Look, see, I think I get where Arteta is coming from. And I think Vitzo even hinted at it. Liverpool are sort of going in here as underdogs. As much as they want to sell this as this is Liverpool and City and so forth, we have to keep it real. City are fighting for the title. Liverpool are fighting for top 4. So the ways that they've been this season, City deserve to be and are going to be overwhelming favourites. But let's be real, people, and I think somebody even mentioned it on the streets here. Has this really been a rivalry between Liverpool and City? Because here's my thing. maybe to a lesser extent. Remember how they tried to make Serena and Sharapova a rivalry? And I was like, Sharapova only beat her once. How is this a rivalry where Sharapova only beat her once? Like, the rivalry was Sampras against Agassi, Nadal against
Federer.
what was it called? Against Federer, Ali against Federer, because I want some, I want some, I want some, I want some. But if Liverpool only beat you once to the title, how is that a rivalry?
No, this is the thing. This is why, and I don't even understand how RDS is entertaining this, because they claim, or they say, and I agree, there was a rivalry between Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
But if you look at the volume of wins versus one or the other, would you really call it a rivalry? Mind you, that was over a longer period of time, but would you really consider it a rivalry? Now, the fact that we, Liverpool and City, have had to go neck and neck, and yeah, we edged them at the line, but it's been that fight. That's why it's been a rivalry over the last 4 or 5 years.
No, but Vince, I think you have to look at it in two ways. Now, I may agree with you in terms on the pitch aspect, in terms of how many Fergie wanted to Wenger. But I think we look at the rivalry is the kind of animosity.
No,
so it's no. It's wrong because let's be real. Liverpool and City, they like each other. This is the friendliest rivalry I've ever seen in my life. It's friendly. Let's see, Arsenal and United, there was real hatred. Go look at the YouTube video with Vieira and Roy Keane in the tunnel. Or go look at when Van Nistelrooy missed the penalty and so forth.
But they've officiated that out of the game, though. They've officiated that out. That those tunnel interactions, they would never allow that today.
The problem HH is that everyone every club hated Manchester United because it was so dominant and we were so successful. So
but then why isn't that the same for Man City then? Because let's keep it real. Only
City fans hate United fans.
No. But why isn't there this much more of a hatred or animosity towards City in terms of 100 points, 98 points, have won four out of 5?
Because City's creation, is relatively artificial. Liverpool's
here comes the hate.
So when you actually look at in seriousness, Liverpool could always be okay, but at the end of the day, how many titles do we have overall? How many Champions Leagues do we have overall? Yes, okay, in this short period of time in the grand scheme of football, City have achieved. This is no disrespect to City. I'm just saying that rivalries take time to build up.
Right.
It's not necessarily something that's City and Liverpool have been competing for a period of maybe 3 or 4 years. That's not a long enough time to build up.
Dominating, yes, but we've been competing a lot longer than that. But dominating, yes. You want to say a short period of time, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But competing, it's been a lot longer than that, right?
No, for me, look, see, if you're a sports channel or anything, you have to promote because you've just got to get people interested and so on. And I think they've tried really hard to promote this kind of Liverpool City thing, but things that because it's weird though. Yes, City have won all of those things, but look at Liverpool's points accumulation. So it's a weird way to view it because at the end of the day, all that matters is who wins. But in any of those seasons that Liverpool lost the title, I think they win the Premier League in every season. In any of those seasons that they lost the title to City, I think what's it called, 93 and was it 92? Maybe one or two. 90% of the Premier League seasons they would have won it.
Yes.
So it just shows just the kind of level that they were going at. And it's man,
let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
RDS. So was it a rivalry, Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yes, it was. But if you ask any United fan, they tell you who's Manchester United's main rival. They're not going to say Arsenal. They're going to say Liverpool.
No. But so you don't. I know main rival. Don't change the question. Was Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson? Was that a rivalry? Because that's the measuring stick you're applying now. And I hear HH point. You're looking for animosity. You're looking for hatred. You're looking for two managers getting at each other. No.
Wait, hold on. This is the best way to say it. You have to look at the whole story. So the story was Premier League, England, football is played a certain way, and so forth.
Yeah.
So this is always sort of like Pep. Wenger comes in, he changes dieting, and he changes how football is being played. So people have never really seen football being played a certain way. That's us. So Arsenal were like these new kids on the block, fully changing the way, and they were going against the establishment, which was Ferguson and this dynasty that he was really building in the late 90s. So it was almost like a clash of ideologies. So there was a bit of like undercurrents to it. The City Liverpool one, it's weird because Pep has like, sort of taken off the Wenger mantle of like, oh, you don't think I can win? Remember after that first season? Check me out second, third season.
Sorry, I hate you. A better comparison for me, I know weirdly, but the way I could see it is with Liverpool and City is actually comparing Chelsea with a Wenger Mourinho. That's the type of thing, because like for me, like whatever you say about Sir Alex Ferguson, Wenger, there was at least a degree of respect and they wanted to, whereas there was actual hatred.
Okay, so let me ask HH. Okay. What was the winning ratio between Chelsea and Arsenal during this rivalry?
Mourinho and Wenger.
And Wenger. What was
Mourinho, I mean, excuse my Mandarin. Mourinho got that ass. Mourinho got that ass. Thanks to Drogba.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it's a similar. So that's more of a similar comparison with Mourinho and Arsenal.
But you see it as a rivalry.
Okay, guys, this is what it is. They're different kinds of rivalries.
Okay.
Here's the thing. We have to. That's it. They're different kinds of rivalries. Mourinho and Wenger, they hated each other, so that was really down to managers. I think with Arsenal and United, this was like this new kind of ideology coming over to take over English football, and Fergie fighting against it. Liverpool and City is look at how these guys have raised the level in terms of what you can do in a 38-game season. Because never before have we seen two teams accumulate so many points on cumulative seasons before. So the Liverpool and City is a purely qualitative footballing rivalry in terms of how good you are over a season. So there really isn't that kind of extra kind of WWF, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock kind of thing to it. So, and that's why, and my thing though is, look, which is why, let's switch it. Let's say Liverpool were Arsenal back in the day, and Arsenal were fighting for top four, and United were, let's say, in City's position right now. Arsenal would want to beat the living crap out of United. They say, yeah, I know what 6-7. They want to beat the living crap out of United. That same hunger to beat City, Liverpool don't have that same hunger. Yeah, they want to win, but there is not that like for Liverpool and United, we want to beat United every single time.
Yeah. Okay.
But for Arsenal, for that Arsenal era with Keown, Adams, and so forth, 6, 7, 16, 15, we want to beat United.
I hear
because that crew, that core, just had animosity towards United. I don't think there's any real animosity that Liverpool have towards the City like they do against United, wherever they are in the table.
I'm cool with that. And let me just point this out real quick, because, and you're not doing this now, but I do hear it. City manufacturing, those were RDS's words. Artificial rivalries,
he's throwing shade. All tax.
It's all cool. But let's be clear, the rivalries that you guys respect and look at back in the day, if it's United, or let me be specific, if it's Sir Alex Ferguson and Wenger, if you really break it down, wins, losses, wasn't a rivalry. So relax with that, okay? The same way you want to throw shade with City versus Liverpool. Yeah, we've won more. You're saying it's not a rivalry? Same. It's equal. Wenger, Sir Alex Ferguson, wasn't a rivalry. Sir Alex Ferguson slapped you guys up when we look at wins and losses, okay? Now, with regards to Chelsea and Arsenal, Mourinho and Wenger, same thing, because Mourinho slapped him up as well. If you look at the win tally, he owned Wenger. So look at the rivalries that you're describing, because it's more than just on the pitch. Because on the pitch, Arsenal and Arsene Wenger fell short to both of those rivalries, if we really break it down. That's all I have to say.
So let's just get into how this is going to go. Look, let me go. I feel there's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. It's not necessarily going to be that much of an entertaining game. I mean, it'll be pretty ordinary of an entertaining game, but I think it's just going to be like sort of a bit more closer and tactical. I think it would be pretty similar to the Anfield game. Mike is right. Klopp isn't dumb enough to go toe-to-toe, so he's going to be a lot more conservative. I just feel like if they'll frustrate City, but eventually City will just find that one opening and they'll get the goal. So this screams out to me as like a 1-0. This screams out to me as it was a 1-0. Mike, What do you say, man?
I'm just glad Foden isn't playing. Because whenever that guy shows up against Liverpool, he turns into prime Messi. I swear. That's what he always does, Phil Foden. And Haaland not playing, but I'm worried about Julian Alvarez. I think the guy's a baller. I think he
That
can
guy's
step up.
quality. Like I don't know what Veto is saying. Veto is putting disrespect to his name, man.
He's a quality player in my opinion, but I just look at the midfield battle. I'm just like, and our defense, like, yeah, we.
Mike, you have no faith in Milderson? Okay.
Bangers and mash, really? I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not trusting.
Bangers and mash can be good though. If you're hungry, if you're starving, it can be good. If you've not eaten anything for 3,000 years, bangers and mash tastes good. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man, because I tried English food and it was god awful, especially fish and chips. That food, English food might be the worst food in the world, by the way.
Don't get me started on the English food. I've been shout to Charlie and everything English. No, Mike, the thing that when you're in England, English food, people don't eat English food. They eat food from other countries. So
I know. I realized that quickly when I was living there. But in all honesty, like, I just don't see how we can keep a clean sheet. Our defense, yeah, we've kept the clean sheets, but we look like we're going to concede at any moment. Van Dijk is just not that same guy anymore.
But don't you have more faith in if Konate is in the defense?
Yeah, of course. Like, look, I rate Konate, but it's like Virgil doesn't command the defense anymore. I don't feel like there's that presence with him anymore where attackers are afraid to go at him. Now, attackers like, let's go at the guy. Let's go at the right side of Liverpool every single time. And if I'm any opposing team, that's what I do. Just attack Trent and attack VVD at our midfield. Like, I hope Fabinho and Henderson can have a big game because they're going to need one. But I feel like this is going to be 2-1 Man City. I feel like we'll be competitive, but yeah, I mean, I feel like we're going to lose.
Vader, what are you saying, man?
Funny enough, I shared with you my concerns and you shut me down, you belittled me.
Rightfully so.
So disrespectful, but I missed two key players, two important players. You guys poo-poo on it, but Haaland and Foden, those guys are quality, man. Those guys are absolutely quality. They relax. What do I envision? This game is at 7:30 my time, by the way. So I'm gonna be up by like 6:30 pregame stuff. But I see a 2-1 as well. I see a 2-1. I see a lot of importance with regards to Gundogan and KDB in this game. I know industry plan, but I see Gundogan and KDB being really vital. I think their intelligence on that pitch, being able to get into the spots and hopefully outsmart the midfielder, whoever Klopp decides to put out there. And I hate this, but freaking Salah, it's either him or Nunez, man. One of those two are gonna get.
But Vader, don't you have confidence in Ake? Because to be honest, like as a sort of neutral, like Ake, I think has been brilliant this season.
He has been, but it's going to be interesting to see who Klopp decides to maybe cheat by that halfway line. Who is he going to choose to maybe be up there to get those counters, get those balls over top? And I can see that FA Cup game where it was Nunez racing down that left-hand side and squaring it to Salah. Like I can see a situation like that. And hopefully we minimize them as best as we can.
So Ake going to be central or on the flank? He's going to be in the center.
He's going to be on the left, right?
Okay.
He's going to be left back. So, but again, the pace is still going to be there. Gakpo, he's no slouch. He's got pace as well. So depending on how things are set up, it's going to be a tight game. 2-1 is what I see as well.
Patrick, what do you say, man?
I don't know, man. Vet, I was about to ask you, are you on the paycheck of Liverpool paybooks? Because it seems like you're hyping these Donnies like Gapo and them, man. Like, come on, man. It's Nunes.
Come on, Patrick. Remember last time, Patrick, as well. Let's go.
No. I'm not gonna go far. I just wanted to say that.
So Patrick, we're saying 5-1 then.
No. All I'm saying is this, like.
But Patrick, you don't remember what they did to United. I should respect.
I know, but that's United. I'm gonna start this off like this. Look, in Africa, they say if you want to eat the elephant in your path, you have to chop it into pieces. The elephant in our path right now is Arsenal. Liverpool is not the elephant in our path anymore right now, but it's one of the pieces we have to chop down to be able to eat the big elephant, which is Arsenal. To be honest with you, HH, people are saying Haaland is not there. You guys are a Haaland team. But to be honest, Liverpool fans have to be careful because Jesus, right, used to cause Liverpool trouble, I remember. And Pep used to play Jesus purposely against Liverpool, and he would dunk on these guys. I think Van Dijk doesn't like a striker like Jesus. Now, guess what? City have got a Jesus, but the Jesus can score, which is Alvarez. Because Jesus could go 1v1. I remember against Alisson. I don't know if you felt sorry for him.
Patrick Victor doesn't have much faith in Alvarez. Patrick, we mentioned Alvarez, and Victor said, "Who the hell is that?" And I was like, the guy walking with him. Victor was like, "So."
No.
So I'm just saying what your compatriot is saying.
Yeah, but by the way, let me just answer the guy in the comments. If you want to Google that. If you want to eat the elephant in your path, chop it into pieces. Google it and see if it's not an African proverb. Man, don't.
Let's protect the elephants. Let's protect the elephants. Shout out to World Wildlife Fund, man.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Look.
Present the tusks, man.
I think, as Michael said, he would rather see. Like, I'm not saying Haaland is bad. It's just I think against Van Dijk and Cannot, I think they'll rather see Haaland in front of them. At least that's another big guy they can spot around. Than see Alvarez.
Patrick, he has 27 goals. Man.
I get
so
it.
You can't be hating on the 27 goals.
I know. I'm not hating on Haaland. He's phenomenal. He's 42 goals overall, and he's killed all the records. Some of the frauds were saying he'll never kill.
Overall?
42 overall. Yeah, 42 overall. 42 to 41 overall right now, as we speak.
I think it's 42.
Yeah, 42. It's ridiculous. So okay, all I want to say is
5-1, 4-1,
no,
6-1, 6-2.
No, I'm looking at the
3-0.
I'm looking at the 3-1. I think we desperately need this win, so I'm looking at 3-1.
Artist, what do you say, man? Because I was getting draw vibes from you. That is just going to be like a tactical draw.
It's because, like, on the one hand, like, City have to win this because it's weird because Vader's here, Patrick's here, but a person who I think is probably the loudest City fan isn't here.
Oh,
and he was very adamant that there is no way in hell that City are going trophyless this season. You know, especially if we're going a forward who is potentially on the road of scoring up to 50 goals.
I don't know. Do you know what would be very weird?
Yeah.
You have to, basically, I think you have to watch yourself. What if, City go trophyless? What if they win the treble?
Yeah, that's
then what? Like, because now that's a conversation that I don't want to have.
No, but
that's a world that I don't want to live in. Like, if Pep gets a 3-piece, I don't want to live in that world, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like given the fact that we said at the beginning of the season that Erling Haaland, the striking masterpiece, was City's was going to be their crown jewel to take them to the next step. Like, that's what we said. You know, Don, etc. That was the thing. So we can't be in a situation where, you know, we're coming towards the end of the season and City are in a trophyless situation, you know, because the thing about this game,
it can't happen because it'll be too sweet.
It'll
be too sweet. Like, you know, because the whole thing. If that happens, I'll have to be doing a live stream from a hospital because I'll be like on my third month.
Arsenal, despite City having obviously not playing this game right now, Arsenal are 8 points clear of City. Okay, Arsenal will beat Leeds at the Emirates. Let's just keep it a start. Arsenal going to beat Leeds at the Emirates.
Is that an antique by Victor?
They're going to win it. So
Veda kills me with that phone, man. Veda kills me with that phone.
Win this game,
where did he get that phone from?
Wait.
Antique store? Like, what is going on?
Okay. I didn't know that they were still selling phones with antennas, man.
Were you calling someone from Mars? Were you?
It's actually
from Mars.
It's actually healthier for you for the antenna to be away from your ears, but you guys do you.
I use a speaker, man. So, you know, I'm clear and so forth, man. Shout out to the doctors out there. I use a speaker, man.
But I mean, the point to make is that like the pressure is on City to win this game because if they do lose to Liverpool and Arsenal win, even though City have the next game in hand, that's still 11 points. Like, so as far as I'm concerned, this is a must-win game for Manchester City. 11
for
points,
sure.
And you still got to play Arsenal as well, and you know City are going to drop points again at some point during some point in the season. So they've got to win it. So
you've not given me a score. You've not given me a score. So what score are you saying?
1-0 to City because they have to win it. They have to win it.
Yes, sir. Talk to me. What do you feel? I'll take your Dubinsky's.
Pull up the.
That's my name. Oh, yes, of course.
That's
my name.
Manchester United are playing Newcastle, right?
Yes.
Liverpool are 5 points away from Newcastle, with the same games. There's a clear opportunity for Liverpool to finish in the top four. Clear. absolute clear.
Sorry, Yasir. Can I just make a comment that
Yeah.
actually, if Tottenham and Newcastle win, then United are out of the top 4.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah,
But
that's not-
but games in hand tax though.
Games in hand. Yeah, that helped Arsenal last season.
But my
You
point
also
is,
never know if Brighton win their games and something like that, then they will be in a sort of established position. As
Yeah,
well.
no, but actually, people keep sleeping on Brighton. People keep sleeping on Brighton are there. Brighton's gonna be ignored.
okay.
The only odd thing is that there's a team that's missing that I can't see. Really
Mm.
know.
RDS,
Here we go.
RDS, I told you. RDS, I told you. Yours, you've already filled the
I-
chat.
The grade 8, but that's
No,
the
no,
grade
no,
8.
no,
That's the
but-
grade 8.
At who they were. I just said there's a team
It's
that
like,
could be
yes,
there.
can you just
No,
please,
but my
please talk
point,
loudly?
but my point is, I feel like everybody is so focused on the title race that this is a must-win game for Liverpool as well. This is Liverpool Football
I'd say
Club. Liverpool Football Club needs to win this game.
No, but
I tried to say that.
no. This is more of a must-win for City than it is for
It's
Liverpool.
both sides. It's both sides.
No.
It is. It's both
Guys,
sides.
okay, no, guys. Obviously, with the way things are going, everything is a must-win. But this is what I always do. Let's say it's a freaking pendulum. The pendulum will weigh heavier for City than it is for Liverpool. Liverpool can afford to lose this game and still make top 4 with the games
How?
that there are remaining.
This
HH,
Liverpool
that-
team,
HH, look.
Liverpool 2023. Are you talking about Liverpool?
HH,
Bro,
look
they're
at the
playing.
fixtures.
Wait, hold on. They're playing City. Are you saying that if Liverpool loses the game, that's it? They're
They're
done.
playing Arsenal next. They're playing Arsenal next.
But at home. But look at what I'm saying. City, you're going up against an Arsenal team that are ridiculously consistent. So you cannot afford any slip-ups
But
whatsoever. Because I'm saying to you right now, are you saying that Brighton, Tottenham, Newcastle's form will be as pristine as Arsenal's form?
But HH, I feel like you're
So the
missing-
margin of error for City is a lot thinner than it is for Liverpool.
If
Missing
Liverpool,
just the
if
same
Liverpool
point
can
now.
afford to lose one game, if they can afford to lose a game, it's the City game. It's the City game because now they play Chelsea next. They play Arsenal at home. They can afford to lose the City game and still
but-
make their run.
Victor, okay, I kind of see what you're saying, but I disagree. The reason why I disagree is, bro, we don't have a lot of games left. The
10
winning
to
has
11
to
left.
start. The winning has to start. No, the winning has to start from somewhere.
No.
You gotta win. No, you gotta
I
win.
mean, look. Let's keep it okay. Let's keep it. It's a stack here. So basically, Liverpool. This is a crazy block for Liverpool. After here, Liverpool's only really tough game I'd say is Tottenham, and maybe
You
and
say that,
and also wait,
HH.
and also wait, hold up. Tottenham, Fulham, and Brentford, and all those games are at home.
No, but HH, that's not how it works, though. See, I feel like
That's not how it works.
The reason why that's not how it works is because HH, you cannot just give up 9 points. You can't. You cannot just give up 9 points. And
Wait.
expect to be in the top four.
Wait. At one point, did I say they're going to give up 9 points? I said that's a really tough block.
Yeah, but the my
So
point is,
no. Okay, let me say what I said again. I said that this is a really tough block for Liverpool. So they're going to have to try and find a way to navigate through this, i.e., trying to get some wins, a draw here, and so forth. It's a tough block. At no point did I say, oh, you can lose. If you lose those 3 games, then it's game over.
Okay,
All I'm saying is this is a tough block. And if Liverpool can come out of this block unscathed, let's say draw with Man City, maybe draw or beat Chelsea, and then you beat Arsenal. The rest of these games are very favorable as well.
HH, sorry for cutting you a sec. Can we ask Michael this? Can you go scroll back up? Just a few minutes, scroll back up. Michael, be honest with me. City versus Liverpool, win or lose?
Lose.
Chelsea, Liverpool.
Draw.
Liverpool, Arsenal.
Funny enough, we're probably going to win that game.
Leeds away.
Oh, we're losing that.
look at that.
No. Trust me, HH.
lost to
This
Bournemouth.
this team make no sense to me. We'll beat Arsenal and then we'll go to Leeds away and we'll lose. That's
They'll
just
go
the
to
story of our season.
Yeah,
but
they'll go
We
to
cannot
West-
get up for these teams.
The
I
reason-
think that's a Monday night as well at Leeds.
Yeah, it is, yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're losing.
Mike, here's the reason why I said this is, in my opinion, this is a must-win for Liverpool. The reason why I say this is a must-win for Liverpool is because Liverpool are mentality monsters, like Klopp said it. They have to start winning from
Why
somewhere.
did you do that?
Because like that's what he says. Mentality monster is constant. You know. They have
No.
He
but-
also said Istanbul, book it. He said book
Yes,
it,
yeah.
Istanbul.
No. Yes, the way you're saying is that if they lose to City, then it's all over.
It is. Because
Yes, I thought that Ramadan Yassi was actually a lot more sensible and so.
No,
But
it's
if
not.
you don't just back to
It's-
Brickdoor Yassi.
It's Ramadan.
Because no,
I'm
Yassi,
not trying to
Yassi,
fit
no,
into the narrative.
Yassi.
Okay, have
Think about this logically.
Yeah.
Are you saying that because
You're
they
asking that
lose
to a United fan?
it says, because Liverpool lose to City, Newcastle, Tottenham, and Brighton are going to run the table? No, they're going to drop points.
You got to know.
So my thing is that what you should say. No, yes, what
you're not listening, HH, because this I said specifically, Manchester United are playing Newcastle. One of them are going to drop points. Tottenham are going to Everton. There's a chance that they might drop points. If you cannot capitalize right now when the teams you're chasing are playing against each other, then when is Liverpool going to capitalize on the teams ahead of them? So how do you,
okay, no. And then yes, my response is Chelsea, the Chelsea game, Leeds game, Nottingham Forest West Ham game. Those are easier games than Man City away from home.
There's no
a team
longer
that's going
easy
for the
games
title.
for Liverpool and City, Mickey.
There isn't an easy game in the Premier League. Every
No.
game.
Wait. Okay, there's a difference between there's a difference between easy and easier. They're not easy games, but those games are easier than City away. That is a fact.
I disagree with that because at
This
the
guy
end of the day,
talking about.
at the end of the day, 3 points equals 3 points. At the end of the day, every game is 3 points. Every game from here on out is equal.
Yes. What I don't get from you is that you're saying that if they lose to City, it's all over, it's done, it's finished. That's what you're saying.
Because in my opinion, this is my general opinion. If they lose against City, I don't know where they're gonna get the next win from.
So, okay.
How?
Yes, here. One second.
Okay,
Yasir.
wait. Am I the only one that is going
No, you're
crazy
not.
here or
You're not
something?
the
He's
only one.
lost
That's why I
me.
wanted to
He's
ask this
lost me
question.
now. Actually, he lost me. He lost
Yeah.
me now.
This is what I wanted to ask the question. Yes,
Yeah.
here. If Liverpool happen to lose this game, you're saying that it's over for their attempts to be top four. But now I want to ask you, the teams ahead of them, you don't see yourself United. You don't see Tottenham. You don't see Newcastle dropping points.
Okay. Let me clarify because you make a good point, Victor.
Oh no! Don't dare do that. Don't you dare say that.
No, HH, I do.
No, Victor, no. Yes, I said the exact same thing.
No,
I
but
said
you
the
didn't say,
exact
like,
same thing, and you said, "Oh, you make a good point." Don't you dare do that. Yes, that is disgusting. That is disgusting.
No, HH, no. Okay.
Oh my!
I just want to clarify.
Get out
I
of here.
did make a good point, HH.
No. I want to clarify. I feel like, especially the period that we're going
Ridiculous,
into now.
man.
Yeah, I feel like the period we're going into now. Every game for everyone is a must win. Every game for everyone is a must win. That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. If after the international break, Liverpool has to win their game against Man City, because at the end of the day, you're going to start with an L directly after international break. Then it's going to be easier for you to go on a losing streak compared to if you start off with a win. If Manchester, I could guarantee you this: Manchester City, if they beat Arsenal, if they beat Liverpool, and then Arsenal they play Leeds, then that game against Manchester City, Arsenal is going to be lit because they will not drop any points. In my opinion, I believe Manchester City and Arsenal will not drop points unless when they play against each other. I believe either or will win out.
Yes,
Manchester
sir.
City will win out. Arsenal will win
Yeah,
out.
Mike, can you help me?
No. I'll just ask a question to Yasser. Who do you think right now is getting top four? Because I think obviously we know the top three. Who do you think is getting fourth right now?
I believe. This is my belief. I believe it's going to be obviously the top two, and then Manchester United. And you know what, Michael? Shout out to Liverpool. I'll give it to Liverpool, and I'll say they're gonna get it, and it's gonna start off by beating Manchester City.
Oh, this jinx! Dear Lord,
Mike. Thank you, Mike. No. Thank you. Do you know why? You know this whole thing. Yes, you just wasted all of that crap. So pretty much this is all part of a freaking jinx and so forth. I mean, Mike, no, hold on. This is for you, bro.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Yeah, RDS, please take
I
over
can
now.
actually go so far. I will stick with my original prediction at the beginning of the season. So you look at the tapes back and see where did I predict where Manchester United would finish, and I said 5th.
Wow.
So I actually think so. I will stick with my prediction. I won't change because I don't change my predictions midway through the season. And I actually think that I still think the way that Newcastle are going, I don't think, especially now the injuries coming back. I think Gamiris is back and what have you. Because they've got a lot of the injuries, and they've only got one obviously game a week now. So I think people are still sleeping on Newcastle.
Wait. Did you come back in as Magpie Studio, or what's going on here?
What?
No,
What's-
I'm
does-
right RBS here. I'm just stating facts. I'm just Michael. No, Magpies is a different person for the first thing, and second, like it's just facts.
Quick question.
And then
quick
fourth,
question.
It's a toss up, and controversial. It's a toss up. It's a toss up between Liverpool and Brighton.
Brighton have a chance, man.
Brighton have a chance. And
You cannot sleep on Brighton, man.
Like, and with Matoma and the crew, like, are Brighton definitely not in the race? With the
Generally,
games
RDS,
that they have?
I hope Brighton get top 4. Generally, I think they deserve it. After what Chelsea did to them and the football they play, I think it would be a miracle if they get top 4.
Believe in your team, bro. Believe in
You
your
mean what
Who,
they
me?
did to Chelsea or what Chelsea did to them?
Yeah, what Chelsea did to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's it called? Let me
You know,
just
I
say
really
something.
messed up, by the way, guys. Because for me,
Yes, yeah, I'd actually want to hear from you.
no,
So.
no, because like deep down inside, I wish nothing but the worst on Liverpool. So I actually tomorrow's
All
game.
right.
I'm
Okay.
rooting
Good.
for-
Okay.
Even
Thank you.
during
All right,
Ramadan.
good.
I'm
Wow.
rooting
Thanks,
for-
Sir.
Minecraft the diamond.
Nice.
Who's a bigger ghost in big games, Lewandowski or Kane?
Ooh, that's
This is a
tough.
good one.
Yeah.
This is a good one. You know, is it crazy if I say Lewandowski?
Lewandowski. Yeah, I was about to say Lewandowski.
Because they're both bad, but Kane has been really good in those games against City. You know, like I don't count the Bayern Dortmund games as big games, so forth. So really,
Yeah, I guess to be fair, when Kane plays against some of the top teams, like even when he plays against Arsenal, local rival, he'll G up. Against
City, he's really good.
City, he'll G up. So
Liverpool,
domestically, in those big games, Chelsea does tend to G up, but
internationally is a bit iffy, and also he's horrible in the final. So for me, I'm gonna say. I mean, does anyone else disagree with Lewandowski?
No.
Yeah, it's gotta be Lewis.
I mean, does it count when did he score against 8-2 against Barcelona? Does that count?
Yeah, he
does
did.
him scoring
that doesn't
against
count.
the United Barcelona count? Does that count?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna that.
Okay.
Alpha Kennedy Body exclusive.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, dear. Right. Okay.
Thanos City. In my mind, Arsenal is really 2 points ahead. You see, here's my you know, this is where things get really psycho. Actually, can I just ask you guys this? Just in terms of psychology, would you rather have games in hand and so forth, or would you rather be points ahead? Basically, would you like to be in a position where you have games in hand?
Games in hand.
No.
Games in hand. No.
I'd rather be top of the table.
No, games in hand.
It depends
No.
on the
I
circumstances.
can tell you why games in hand is bad, because the thing about games in hand is that like you don't know when those games are going to be rearranged, and you don't know your player availability. So it's fair enough games in hand if your players are available, they're fit, there's no tiredness, etc. But the reality is, if that game in hand is when the Premier League rearrange them, it's in the middle of like Champions League, FA Cup, whatever it is that competition you have to do, and then you're playing this game midweek. Your players are tired because they've already played their normal game, and on top of that, you picked up 1 or 2 injuries. So a game in hand is always not a good idea, because how do you know that your players are going to be available for that whenever it gets rescheduled?
No, I'd rather have games in hand, because the thing is, only thing I have to worry about is playing the games in front of me. But then all the people that are up top, no matter what, if they keep on winning, they at the end of the day they run out of games. So I have games in hand. So one week you can be 2 points ahead. Next you know you're 2 points behind, and then there's nothing you can do about that.
Okay, wait. Let me come to so Ricardo, City Liverpool. What do you say, man? This game,
City's playing at home, correct?
Cicinho.
Yes, sir.
I think City are going to win.
Pep talks.
I don't see any way Liverpool are going to be able to beat Man City at home. I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward win. This fixture is not what it used to be anymore. I mean, was it ever really a thing? Maybe for like a year or two, but I think it's gonna be a pretty straightforward. I'd say a 3-1 City win. I think it's nothing to be that
you're already
exciting.
with Patrick as well. Are Liverpool really going to get dusted 3-1? I mean, it is. And remember, they're not going to be as open as they normally. Are they really going to get pimped out 3-1?
I think there's gonna be like Liverpool will score when they're already losing like 2-0, and then City will score one more. I don't. This rivalry, it's finished. Like it's done. I mean, if it ever was one.
This is a game that Liverpool wins. That's the dumb thing about this. They will lose against Bournemouth. They will beat Man United 7-0. But this is a game they win.
Oh no, Liverpool. They're not going to be.
The record is not good at that here. The record is not.
But that's Man United though.
Relax, Ricardo.
Wait, Mike, what is to say?
I was just gonna ask the City guys. Well, if you lose tomorrow and Arsenal win and it's 11 points, are you starting to lose faith then?
I think it's over. I think
It's over.
No.
It's over.
I'll be real with you. Like if City lose as the win, it's over. Like I think even regardless of that,
Even if
City
Arsenal
game,
have to go away to City,
Yeah.
I just think psychologically, mentally, I just think it'll be over. No, because I think
You believe that, right, HH?
from City's point of view, I just don't know how City will be able to mentally get themselves up if it's 11 points. I just think that they'll be like, you know what?
But we've
you
done it
still
in the
bust.
past before. We've done it in the past.
With these
before.
few games, what's 10 games left?
had
Remember,
we
that
had
was
5 games
January with
against
Liverpool.
Hold on,
We had
Patrick.
5 games left.
That was January. We're coming to April now.
no, didn't they do that against United when they won their first
that
Premier League
Aguero-
title?
No, but
that
hold-
Aguero one, yeah.
HH, so wholeheartedly, mind, body, and soul, 11 points, it's over for City to win.
But then City
HH.
are the
No.
worst. Yeah.
You see her, hold on. HH, mind, body, and soul.
Wait. So I tried to conjure up something with J.K. Rowling, hocus pocus here. Something no, I feel I'm trying to get set up in some kind of like a magical spell or something.
No. I'm just
No, Vincent, I'm not the answer. No, I'm not the answer.
You interrupted, man. He was about to answer.
Yeah. Yes, that's the only good thing you've done in the last 300 years, man. Okay, guys, let's.
I gotta drop off though. Thanks
peace.
for having me on, guys.
Okay,
Vincent, man, peace out, bro. Okay, guys, let's talk. Let's talk Boehly. Let's talk Boehly. So the Tuchel. So before we get into Bayern and Dortmund, let's talk about the Tuchel's press conference. Do you think that let me ask this question. Has anybody been fired from the job at 8 a.m?
I did one time.
Okay, Ricardo, you're lying. Really, did you get okay, I know you're okay, you obviously lie. So, because I'm just saying, like, so in streets as well, I'm talking to the streets. So, anyone in the streets, have you ever been fired from your job at 8 a.m? And did that sacking take 5 minutes? So, we sacked in 5 minutes and walked up at 8 a.m. to be sacked. So, that's what happened to the Tuchel. And it seems as if the Tuchel was genuinely shocked that he was sacked. And, okay, guys, let me cut the crap right here.
Get to the point, man.
Yes, I wanted him sacked, but not for Potter. If I knew now, and I was given this information, if I would enter into the DeLorean and go with Madam McFly and Doc within the DeLorean back to the past and say, "Yo, have hope, it's me, it's your future self. I know Tuchel is playing bad football. In the words of Michael Joseph Jackson, keep the faith. Because if you sack him, the guy they're going to hire is garbage. Because no matter how bad the football was with Tuchel and how things went badly, the Tuchel will never have Chelsea 10th. He never have him 10th. And this is the reality. The Tuchel was a dead man walking. The moment Boehly took over, the Tuchel was a dead man walking. What they wanted is, when is the best time to sack him? We can't sack him when he's winning. That will have a bad reception. So let's sack him when things are going badly so you can get guys like me who are like, okay, let him go. There was still a sizable base that said, oh, no, never sack him. But Boehly's and people, they wanted Potter from the jump. They didn't decide to sack Tuchel after the Zagreb game. They wanted to sack him from the moment that they took over. It was just about the timing. So Tuchel, you were screwed. The moment that Boehly took over, you were screwed because they never wanted you. They always wanted Potter. And the amount of time, because Tuchel said that, I thought I was going to have time to rebuild. So the time they're giving Quidditch is the time that Tuchel thought he'd have. So for Tuchel, it's like, wait, hang on. So you're giving J.K. Rowling all this time that I thought I was going to be given, which is wild because, bro, if it's between giving Tuchel time with money and some bum-ass Quidditch broomstick merchants money and so forth, I'm taking Tuchel. Mike, talk to me, man.
The problem, HH, is
God,
that
here we go.
we all, and I think all the panel here, have heard the receipt of when Potter took over, and you said Potter ball. And
all right, okay. I can respond. I can respond. No. Yes. I can respond. Hold on, Mike. Before I give you the mic, I can respond. Actually, Mike. You actually interrupted Mike. Mike actually had the mic. That's actually very rude.
Okay,
so, Mike, sorry for the rudeness from our days. But let me explain my points here, bro. Fine. I was so low. I was so pissed off. Get my 10-year-old cousin to take over. I'd be happy. It was just a reaction to how anything apart from this trash is good. So, did you hear what I just said? If I went back into the past, I'd say have hope. Good as this football looks, don't take the Jordan Lawton because it's going to get you mid-table. The heck?
I get that. But the thing is that like if it just stopped there, then I'd agree. But then when you were talking about like Maddox and various kind of names you gave to transfers and stuff, that told like us, the panel and the community, that you really were still backing this
Michael
guy.
talks.
You know what I mean?
Talks. Is that force? Wait, how does that? Wait, force. Is that okay? Wait. What do you call that thing?
Underscore.
Sorry. Talks. Come on, bro. Look, it's been okay, guys. It's been ages, man. It's been ages. I forgot what it was called.
Oh dear Lord.
Okay, Mike, talk to me, man. Man, and the press conference, man.
I don't.
It's been ages since I've used that, man. Come on, man.
I mean, look, you knew when Todd Boehly was becoming owner that Tuchel was a dead man walking. What do all these new owners want? They want their own manager and have their own idea to how to run this club. And I knew it. And you're right, HH. They needed the right excuse to sack him. When was that? When you lose to Dinamo Zagreb. You cannot continue then. So Todd Boehly said, all right, look how quickly it took to sack him and then hire Potter. Wasn't that like all in 24 hours, it was done. So this was all calculated, all planned by Todd Boehly. He probably in the summer, when he was doing his Euro road trip and going on Interrailing, going to Barcelona, getting meals, paying for Laporta's dinner, all this sort of stuff. And they were like, there's this Brighton manager. He's a Svenska Cupen winner. I think he would do really well at your club. He was like, you know what? I hear that. I'm going to go get that guy. And I feel bad for Thomas Tuchel, but also, let's be honest here. The football that he was playing with Chelsea at the end was pretty bad. Like, the only game that was good from him from this season with Chelsea was Tottenham at home. That's it. And you guys should have won that game, but obviously, Kane scored the late equalizer. I kind of feel like with Thomas Tuchel, maybe there's some bad blood, so this is why we need we need a Champions League semi-final of Bayern versus Chelsea. The narrative that would bring would be absolutely insane. And I know, look at HH's face. He's like, I'm one step away from Champions League final, but I'm against Tuchel.
Yeah.
You don't want that, do you?
Wait, no, Mike. Let's first deal baby steps. Let's first deal with Real Madrid. So I'm not even thinking of a UCL team. Let's first deal with Real Madrid.
Right.
So.
But I mean,
but Mike, if you took Tuchel, you'll feel away. You're like,
of course.
So they're giving all this guy time, and I wasn't giving time. So they've allowed this guy to fail, and I have not even failed as much as this guy has failed. It's crazy.
And also they signed up all these players: Koulibaly, Cucurella, Fofana. Yeah. He was like, you know what? Exciting new project. I get to work with these players, maybe try a new formation. They even signed Aubameyang to make me feel happy. And what happened a couple of days later? You're out of the job. So it was kind of just all a big plan against Thomas Tuchel, and he was just the puppet in the middle, and he just had no clue what was hitting him, and that's kind of why he went isolated somewhere to get far, far away from any sort of media, because I don't think he wanted to read anything about Chelsea. Now, he's probably reading everything about Chelsea because he just sees how bad form they're in, and he's like, I hope I get these guys in the Champions League semi-final. But they, of course, got Man City ahead of them. But, look, Todd Boehly, HH, He's your guy. Todd B.
No.
Todd B.
No, it's not, man.
I thought we had Showtime back. That's what I thought.
Ricardo, talk to me, man. If you're the Tuchel, how are you feeling?
I feel like life is good. Back at a good team.
But he could have been at Chelsea, giving us trying to win his second UCL at Chelsea.
Nah, I mean, there's bigger challenges out there. Winning with Bayern
than winning a UCL with the second biggest club in the world.
I mean, Chelsea are dead right now. That's all I can really say. There's no Champions League next season. So what challenge are you really trying to accomplish? Winning the Premier League? I mean, okay. Not really going to happen regardless. But I think he's at Bayern Munich. This is great. He's German club, the top German club, actually. If he can beat Man City in the Champions League, man, that'd be.
I'm already saying that's. I'm already saying that's doubtful, man. That's doubtful.
I mean,
but it's doubtful.
Hey, I mean, if it happens, stroke of genius from Bayern Munich. If it doesn't happen, Bayern Munich take a fat L, in my opinion. But hey, I think it's a great acquisition for Bayern Munich, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how he forms that team in a transfer window, maybe 2. And see what he can create Bayern in his vision. But I think personally, I mean, let's be honest, man. Would you rather coach Bayern? Would you rather coach Chelsea? I think it's pretty
Chelsea.
Yeah, sure.
Agreed.
Sure.
Agreed. Chelsea.
Sure.
Yes, Tuchel.
I don't know why we're still talking about this, but
no, basically because he gave us a press conference saying that he was shocked by how Chelsea sacked him, and he thought that he was actually going to have time to rebuild, and he was shocked that. Called him up at 8 in the morning, took 5 minutes for them to now sack him. And look at how much time they're giving Potter, a guy who is less experienced and has achieved a lot less than him. So he's like, bro, he didn't say it, but you could read between the lines that I got done dirty. Because if you had given me all these players and all of this time, I'm not 10th with Chelsea right now.
They got rid of. I remember when Boehly came in, they told us that Marina Konoskaya, whatever her name is, the entire footballing staff, they're gonna stay for this process, all that stuff.
Oh no, yes, I know. But I'm just saying that I get it. We're coming in and we're cleaning house, but I can still feel aggrieved. If it took you how are you giving this dude time and it give me time when I'm far more experienced?
I just it's a history. You know how we say this is a history of the Tottenham? This is a history of Chelsea. Chelsea, the managers are. What is that?
No. Yes, don't do that. Yes, don't do that.
They are.
No. If this was Abramovich, if he sacks Tuchel, he's not hiring Potter.
HH.
That's not happening. So and also Yasir, it's still, how can it be the history of the Chelsea? If it's history of the Chelsea, Potter doesn't have a job now.
It's not. I feel like you talk about Roman Abramovich like you never lived through Roman. There wasn't Roman the guy who hired Frank Lampard from Derby County. Didn't that not happen?
And then he sacked him.
No, but then did he not hire a guy
when Chelsea had a transfer ban? So it was a vibes hire. It was bro. He's friends with him.
Well, wait. You're telling me he hired a manager that had less credentials than Graham Potter? Your guy, Robert,
yes, you can't. Yes, do you know why that's a false equivalence?
How?
Because he knows Lampard is a former player tax, former legend tax, and he knows him personally. So he was like, okay, look, man, this is a vibes thing. This is Chelsea legend. This is going to be a popular hire that was very popular with the fans.
But then when has Roman Abramovich, according to HH, been personal? The guy was the one who sacked Mourinho twice.
Yes,
When has he ever been personal? Let's be honest. Let's cut out the crap. I think Adia said this a while ago. Adia's predicted Tuchel's reign at Chelsea. He said every manager will last 18 months.
True.
And that's how long he lasted. That's just the history of Chelsea. The fact that Tuchel got signed by Todd Boehly is surprising because people thought that Todd Boehly would be different than Roman Abramovich. Because if Roman Abramovich was here and the whole Ukraine thing didn't happen, Tuchel would have got sacked during that season. He would have got sacked. So at the end of the day, Tuchel's job. With his job security, there's no job security at Chelsea. That's what makes Chelsea great. So and the fact and the whole firing him 8 o'clock, yada yada, all that stuff, bro, you got fired. You see, at least you didn't get fired like Julian Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann found out in the media. Like, come on, when managers get fired, they don't get fired gracefully. It's always terrible. Didn't Chelsea, your club, Chelsea, Ron Van, didn't he fire Ancelotti in the tunnel?
Yes, yeah. All I care about is that I'm stuck with this bum who has my club at mid-table. That's all I care about.
Okay.
Artists,
that's what you guys
be very
deserve.
brief. Oh, sure.
Just a reminder, sorry.
There's a new craze in the world. Potterball. Say it with me. Potterball.
Artists, what do you think? Artists, what do you think?
No, let him cook. Let him cook.
Same damn players. So there is no excuse. Quidditch is here. So how can Potter...
This was after the first. That's after 2 or 3 games.
Play a better brand of football.
This was after 2 or 3 games. This was after 2 or 3 games.
Brand of football and also deliver dubs. So remember when people say, "Oh, but Tuchel, it's the players were there, what can Tuchel do and everything?" And so Tuchel was just using that as an excuse. And look at what he's doing with the same players. Getting them to.
It's like, wait, did you listen to what Potter said? Ardias.
I'll give Potter his props. There's a new craze in the world.
Charisma.
Listen. See, the thing with HH is that, like, when you react to things, you always apex the extreme. So you have.
Okay, no, but do you know why you can't do this? Okay, so I can't. So okay, no. So no. Seriously, I can't be happy. That's not the new thing. Basically, I can't be happy.
You can't be revisionist.
So I can't be excited.
Tuchel this, Tuchel that. When literally, as soon as the dude got sacked, and as soon as you started playing well, you're like, Tuchel doesn't have an excuse.
So I can't be happy? Alright, so I can't be happy?
Of course you could be happy. But
the hell?
You're being revisionist now. We're talking about...
No. Artist, I said that if I could go back into the past, I'd say, have hope. Ignore the first few games. This is a bad move. It's a bad move.
Yeah, but HH...
And also, I never wanted Potter to be hired. When he got hired and was playing well, I was happy. Hey, football is good and so forth. But I'd never vouched for Potter to be hired, bro.
HH, that is great, but unfortunately, when you start to beef...
What the hell? Yes, that's you? Oh my god.
He's in the middle of a scandal.
We've had all sorts of sounds today.
Okay, wow. All right. Okay. Bro, so look, maybe the world has ended. Like dogs now sound like aliens. We now have like
I need to go back and listen to that. Was it wild? My dog sound.
No, I have it clipped. So I'll send it to the clip. I have it clipped. It was, bro. I don't know what the hell that was, bro. I thought that was an alien, bro.
But the point I'm trying to make is that you know, especially in the January transfer window, when Maddox came in, when Enzo came in, all these different players came in, we didn't see this Potter out, anti-Potter. We were like, no, Chelsea are back, Chelsea are coming. So, hey, you've got to accept the fact that Potter's been back. He's got the players. You've got to back your manager, back your owner who wants the project, and take it from there. Like, Tuchel, it's over. You guys didn't want Tuchel. It was finished. It's over. Let him enjoy Bayern Munich. And you guys enjoy where you are with your players right now in mid-table, where Chelsea, pre-Bram, actually deserve to be.
No, sixth and 7 under Ken Bates. 6th and 7 under Ken Bates. Shout out Ken Bates. Elijah, if we beat City, Mike and I will be insufferable. Actually, Mike, would you actually boast up and down if you beat City? Or
I only do that to Manchester United. For City, no.
Yeah, because I think, look, I mean...
To be honest, does that secure us top four?
It would be funny if Liverpool did beat City. That would be funny, though.
Do you know what? It would actually be sad that we actually do the double over them when we are in worse form. And we can't do it when we're going for the title.
But that's how these things tend to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so let's do a bit of prediction, man. So, guys... Okay, guys, can I just say... I told you, I'm a narrative merchant. Wouldn't it be funny if Dortmund beats Bayern in Tuchel's first game back? Like, I just think in terms of a narrative, I think that would be hilarious. And it's weird, though. You see, if Nagelsmann was in charge, I wouldn't even bother watching the game. But now, and it's crazy. This game is happening at the same time as the mid-table kickoff as well and so forth. So I have to be watching Chelsea Villa and Bayern Dortmund as well. So why do I have a funny feeling about this game? Ricardo, what are you saying? Bayern Dortmund, what's the prediction? Tuchel's first game. I mean, do Bayern dare lose after Sackle Nagelsmann hiring Tuchel, his first game, do they dare lose?
I don't think they lose, but I don't think they win. If I were to pick which result is more likely to happen, I do think they'll beat them. Because sometimes I don't know what it is, but majority of the time when the manager leaves, it's kind of like a team it's a new team and they play like differently and they play. I mean, obviously they're gonna play different because of a new manager, but like it's sometimes like they play with an extra level of motivation, and I think Tuchel, he's the type of manager to pull that. I can see them winning, but I don't think they'll win. I think this game is going to be a tie. I think there will be goals, so I'm thinking of a 2-2. I think Dortmund can actually not lose, is what I'll say.
Yes, yeah. What are you saying? Bayern Dortmund, what happens, man? The Tuch's first game. Okay.
He's in the middle of a scandal.
RDS, what happens?
No, just yeah, just Yasu, you okay?
No, I think
he's about to close it. He's about to close it.
He's closing a deal. He's closing a
He's closing a deal on some retirement plan from some grandma in the United States. Is that a durag?
Okay, I thought it was, but I don't want to say. RDS, what are you saying? What are you saying?
So fine. I wish Samasa was here actually, so it's interesting to see what her thoughts on this. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to look really bad if he loses to Dortmund. Let's just put it that way. It's going to
look really bad. That's why I want it to happen, because I like crazy messed up narratives. So I actually want that to happen, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, I kind of lost respect for Bayern and the manner in which they did Nagelsmann like that. I thought that was So whatever you say, like for what Nagelsmann achieved, considering what because people need. I'm not saying Nagelsmann you could say he didn't deserve it, it's like whatever, it's fine. So, but just given what he's achieved at the age that he's achieved it as well, in terms of like one of like Germany's like rising prospects, stuff like that. For one of the biggest teams in German football to do that to to one of arguably Germany's best up and coming managers they produced in recent years, it was very disrespectful. So, so if Tuchel, so ultimately the pressure is on Tuchel now. Because I'm sure that this sacking divided the Bayern fan base. So if he holds a massive L to Dortmund when every season Bayern are slapping Dortmund, and he holds that L, that's already concerning, And then he goes in and it goes to City, and it's like, right, okay, so, unless he somehow transforms the way that Bayern Munich play, which, I don't know, I've not been particularly... I don't have any beef with Tuchel. He's a good manager, but it's not like when I've seen Tuchel teams, whether at PSG, at Chelsea, and the last stages of Dortmund, I was like, wow, the football that he's playing is great. It's amazing. It's expansive, stuff like that. Like it's either it's either Taliban football, aka Chelsea, or it's arguably bang average with PSG to a certain extent Dortmund as well. So I don't necessarily think that Tuchel's going to necessarily transform Bayern Munich into this fun, enjoyable watching football team to play. So therefore, he has to deliver results. And if he doesn't beat Dortmund, if he doesn't beat City, I don't know where Bayern Munich are.
Mike, what do you say, man? Bayern Dortmund, what are you saying?
Funny enough, the last time Dortmund beat Bayern Munich in Munich, you know who the manager was?
Don't tell me it was Tuchel.
It was Tuchel.
Wow.
And the last time they beat them in the Bundesliga in Munich, the manager was Jurgen Klopp. So it's been a long time since Borussia Dortmund have picked up any sort of victory at Bayern Munich. And I just think this game is so fascinating in the sense that I don't know what Tuchel's going to do, because he could play a back five, he could play back four, he could play a back three, he could play Cancelo, he could play Stanisic.
No, because Mike, my thing though is, could the manager bounce be a positive or a negative? Because like it would be good if let's say like they had like a prep, or like let's say they had like a Schalke or a Mainz before this, but you're going straight into the deep end with the best performing team right now in Germany. So it's like, is the manager bounce going to be now in a positive, or is it going to be like, whoa, we're so used to what Nagelsmann has been teaching us. This is too much of a culture shock to now come into something different, and could Dortmund now take advantage of a team now having to now first day in do something totally different from what they've been learning for the last year or so?
Yeah, and look, I think the last time we had this similar situation in the Bundesliga was the 18-19 season. I think it was like 6 or 7 games to go. Dortmund traveled to Bayern Munich. Dortmund were 2 or 1 points ahead of Bayern Munich in the title race, and they lost 5-0. So you just don't know what to expect from Borussia Dortmund. They've been fantastic in 2023. The only points they've dropped in the Bundesliga was against Schalke, which is obviously their biggest rivals. I just... They have quite a few injuries, though, Dortmund. Like Adeyemi's gone. Kobo, the goalkeeper, he's questionable for the game.
Is Brandt back?
No, Julian Brandt is still injured. He's been their probably best player in 2023, and since that Chelsea game, he's still been injured. So I don't think he's going to play in this game. I look at Bayern; they're under pressure to win it. Kind of like similar when we talk about City, right? Bayern have to win this game.
Yes.
They have a tough schedule coming up. I know people can say and laugh at Freiburg, but Freiburg are a decent team in the Bundesliga.
But Mike, they have to win this game in both ways. They have to win this game in terms of the title and also for the narrative, the Nagelsmann narrative as well.
Yeah,
because if they were to lose this game, I do think it's going to really affect the group. Because I'm sure there are many players that are like, I just want Nagelsmann to leave. So,
and I agree. And I think they have to kind of win in style. It can't just be like that grinded out 1-0 victory where there's still question marks. They got to send a statement and send a clear message to everybody. Hey, we might have sacked our manager, but it was the right decision. Players want to bounce back. Players want a new voice in the changing room, and we got it out with Tuchel. And now it's just down to Tuchel. Like, you've been gone from management for a while. Obviously, Chelsea kind of did you dirty, but also you weren't the greatest at Chelsea at the end. This is now his time to shine and show why he was a good manager at PSG. I think you got to understand, all these managers go to PSG and they fail. He's the only one who's succeeded and actually made it to a Champions League final. With all those egos, he was able to manage it. And Bayern have a lot of egos in that change room. He can manage that. It's just about tactically, how will he do and how can Dortmund then... I think with Dortmund, they're going to play similar to how they did against Chelsea, kind of sit back and hit them on the counterattack. But I look at Marco Reus. I actually had to recheck this.
Someone says Brandt is back. So is Brandt's back?
Are Bayern still in the German Cup? Can
yes.
they still win a treble?
Yeah,
so
they can still win a treble.
This season.
So basically, in the next 6 games, they could be out of all 3 competitions, or they could be on course for the treble because they're playing City twice, Freiburg, and the DFB Pokal, and then obviously the Bundesliga continues. But I just look at Dortmund, like, I feel like these injuries are kind of haunting them, and I just hope they can do it for Marco Reus. The guy's never won a Bundesliga, which is crazy.
Yes, that's crazy. That is crazy.
I hope they can do it for him because I think he is one player who deserves it.
So wait, what score are you saying?
I'm going 2-1 Bayern Munich. I just think they're just too good at home. But if Dortmund actually win this game,
that'd be hilarious.
I'm believing then they're actually winning the Bundesliga finally. We might actually have a new winner.
No, Mike. If Dortmund win, they can still lose it. I will never trust in Dortmund.
No. I just look at the schedule for Bayern. They actually have a tough schedule ahead. They still got to play Leipzig, so it's not going to be easy, the schedule for them.
Okay, let me just say, I woke up for a 6:30 shift at Walmart, showered, got fired, then I went to bed. That's great.
At least you were clean going to bed.
Yeah. Bro, you see, for me, that's messed up. I can't get up early in the freaking morning for a shift and then you then fire me and so forth. That's crazy, man. No, that's crazy.
I gotta head out, guys.
Peace out, man. So, last topic, man. I think this. Let me even go to Rick with this, man. So, Rick, simple question, real simple question here. The fuck? Would you want Messi to return back to Barcelona?
Oh yeah.
Xavi is twerking. Everyone is twerking. Laporta, everyone's twerking, bro. Everyone's doing a Cardi B, man.
You know, I actually am indifferent. Like, if he comes back, cool. Maybe he'll get the retirement, the whatever he was looking for.
A UCL? One last UCL?
I was going to go to that. Or we can continue with the project under Xavi's vision without Messi really adding that extra pressure. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. If I was to pick what did you say? A nuclear warhead to my
eyeballs. Your eyeball. A nuclear warhead aiming at your eyeball.
I would take him back. Because when you look at when Messi left Barcelona and you look at the potential team he can join when he comes back, this is a completely different team, and it's a completely better team. They didn't have what's it called, Alejandro Balde, Gavi wasn't there. Who else? Dembele hasn't been playing as well because Dembele
Pedri has improved now. Pedri is
Pedri
a
has
much better
improved,
player.
but Pedri's always been like you always knew he was going to be a great player. Even when he played with Messi, he was playing great. There's Lewandowski, Rafinha's there. Even the defense, Araujo is a lot better than he was when he left. Kunde is there, Christensen's there. Like this is in Ter Stegen. He found back his hairline, and look where he's at. This is a complete different team, and I think with Messi's addition, like I always say this, when you have so much quality players, you have a good problem. You have a good problem because whatever lineup you go out there, there's going to be quality in there. It's not like you're lacking guys, and I think that's going to be the very issue that Xavi has to find out what is his best 11, because as great as Messi is, he has his deficiencies, obviously being his work rate and his defensive liabilities. But to be fair, Barcelona have always managed to work with that. I'm not saying that it has produced into Champions League winning campaigns, but definitely dominance within the league. However, this is a far better.
I mean, because again, people's arguments. Some people, when I put out the video on YouTube, some guys, they were in two camps. One camp is you, and me as well. Messi, quality, really quality team. Defense is amazing. You add that to the attack, can say what's up. Other guys are like, it's like this X. Leave that X alone. Move on. Stand on your own two feet.
I would be on that side if Messi truly wasn't playing well. But if we're gonna be objective, Messi has had a good season compared to his last season, his first season at PSG. This is a significantly better season.
Yeah.
Maybe the goals don't reflect that, but the playmaking, the drilling, what we've seen at the World Cup, when he actually plays for a team that he actually has a level of passion for. Because to be honest, he's a mercenary at PSG.
Yeah. No, everyone's a mercenary at PSG, man.
So I mean, you put him. I mean, the way he plays for Argentina, he plays. You can legit see how much he loves that. Obviously, it's his home nation, but if there's any other team Messi loves more, I mean, he doesn't love anything more than Argentina, but it's obviously Barcelona. Barcelona right there. Do I think it would be make sense? I think it does make sense because Barcelona, they're significantly stronger defense, and that's what pretty much has ruined Messi's final years in the Champions League, especially the one with the Liverpool.
The defense.
That ruined the whole treble that he pretty much put together. But now they have that. They have Frankie de Jong, who has significantly improved under Xavi. And I would have said before Xavi that selling de Jong would actually be a great idea. But it looks like de Jong has found himself. Pedri has gotten better. And even if you were to put, for example, Gavi on the bench, Gavi off the bench is a quality player because he's a high-engine player. And then obviously your wingers are set. And I actually think Messi coming back is good for two reasons that I can point out. Is that it puts more pressure on Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati, because if you can't perform, I mean, we were already probably going to get rid of one of them this summer. And if Messi's there, for one, Rafinha can't play in the left wing. So the right sided spot is most likely always going to be there for him. And then there's Dembele, who can actually play on both flanks. So if Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati are having a complete mid-off at left wing, and now Dembele has to play at left wing, there's no denying who's going to be on the left, and it's going to be Dembele, and then that means Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres both have to leave, right? But I think what we've seen from Xavi this season is that his system is not really dependent on the 4-3-3 or a 4. He has implemented a 4-4-2, and I think a 4-4-2 could actually make sense because you can see Messi, especially the way he has played with Argentina, is always playing behind the striker. And I think when you look at Lewandowski and Messi, you have two very, very technical players. I think that's I know it's a very aged front line because you have a 36 years old, which Messi would be, and a 34, 35-year-old Lewandowski, but there's no denying that Lewandowski is a superb athlete. There's no.
So basically, you're saying that Messi coming back to Barca, it makes sense. There is no argument against it or so forth, the way it will have a negative impact. Because my thing that him coming back, bro, you're winning the league without it, which I still find shocking. Like, when we're going to have a real discussion about how Xavi won this league with freaking Rafinha and Ferran Torres, with all Real and Ancala have. But with Messi back, that league's done.
Yeah,
people could be crazy. Barca have a chance. Not they will. They have a chance of one last UCL dub.
I think this is the best opportunity if Messi wants to try and lead Barcelona to a Champions League. I think this is a significantly better team. But I think, like the league is going to be, unless Real Madrid somehow they get a significantly quality manager, they get the players they need to make a challenge. Like, I don't see how Barcelona don't win the league, because the one thing I will say about Messi coming back, Messi is a supreme playmaker. That's his best trait, supreme playmaker. I've seen Barcelona at times this season. I can't remember if this stat is correct, but they have won like so many games 1-0. And those 1-0s have reflected on how strong the defense is, more so than willing to get it done by scoring a goal. So the fact that when Lewandowski was gone, we were edging. We went 3 games winning 1-0 back to back to back. I think it was in January, February. And when Pedri went out, we see the lack of creativity. When Dembele is out, we see the lack of creativity. And mind you, Dembele is very injury prone. Pedri, you could argue, is actually injury prone. Lewandowski hasn't been great since pretty much the World Cup, and that's probably because Dembele has been injured. So then you have a guy like Messi who can pretty much make with whoever the hell is on his side. And not only that, but he could give you goals too, more so than everybody else other than Lewandowski. I think this makes sense. Messi gives you so much offensive like weapons that Barcelona probably do need, because in games where they needed to win, they should have done it.
Arteta, Messi to return back to Barca. Good idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know.
Wait, weren't you hating on him when he was at PSG that first season and so forth? Like, weren't you one of the biggest haters?
No. I mean, the question is Messi to back to Barcelona is a good idea, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, obviously this season has shown that Barcelona can win a La Liga title without Messi.
Yeah.
And we've obviously got to give Xavi credit to that. But what we have seen is that ever since Messi left Barcelona, Barcelona have not been able to get out the group stage of the Champions League.
This is true.
And it's getting worse to the point that not even able to qualify for the Europa League. You know, so
hey, he had to get it in there. He had to get it in there. He had to get that little. I wonder which team they lost in the Europa, man. I wonder, man.
So, no, it's just. So I just think maybe Xavi's just thinking, listen, we can't now sink kind of like Lawrence was like we need to get Messi back, because Messi is the missing key to now taking us into the next level regarding the Champions League, because this team's really good enough to win La Liga. Okay, more than enough good enough, but we need to do more than that. Like, the expectation is more than that. So I think Messi coming in with obviously this Champions League experience, on top of the fact that the way he left Barcelona just wasn't, it wasn't the best. Let's be real. And PSG were the only team. I mean, Sid, the only thing I can think of is if, options wise, you're thinking, okay, again, if he was sounded out being available. Does Pep Guardiola, because, you know, last time Pep Guardiola won a CL, Messi was involved. So does he think, you know, if I don't win it this year, do I need to pick up the phone, ring Messi and say, bro, come in?
Pep. Well, I'll take a shotgun and I'll shoot Pep's hand if he tries to pick up that phone for Messi, bro. Don't you dare, man.
No, because Messi, Haaland, you know, this is the thing.
No, stop it. Haaland doesn't know. No, but you think... Do you see a potential UCL, like one last UCL for Messi? I still think that the team is not strong enough.
What is it that Messi wants? Because clearly, like, if he wanted to stay at PSG, he would have signed the contract already now. Like, he would have. So clearly, he has some reservations.
Oh, so, yeah, it's freaking LSG.
Does he love Barcelona so much that, like, and he feels the way that the Barcelona situation fell out, that he feels like he has unfinished business there, family, all the rest of it, which makes perfect sense. It's fine. He retires there, and then he gets involved in behind the scenes stuff, coaching, academy, whatever. Or does he really, really want to win a UCL? In which case, there are obviously other teams that would beg to have Messi in, aka City. Or does he want to properly retire and go to, like, say, the MLS, for example? So I see it as a kind of like
MLS is not bad, man.
Sorry.
As I said, MLS is not a bad move.
Yeah, so I see it's just like what does Messi want? I think if Messi, it feels like, especially after, because he's won the World Cup now, so he's pretty much achieved everything that he has in football already. So even what is he really going back to Barcelona to achieve? Like, I don't think there's nothing really for me to go back to Barcelona just aside from the fact that. So if he goes back to Barcelona, for me, it's like that's because his heart and soul is at that club, and he just can't see himself being anywhere else, as opposed to he's going back to Barcelona to achieve stuff in football. He's already achieved everything in football, so he need to go back to Barcelona. So, but MLS is like, retirement, spits America, do all the rest of things like that. That's the sort of thing. So, yeah, it's ultimately what Messi wants to achieve, and if he still has the hunger, desire to win like UCLs, etc.
I'm not gonna let that comment slide about a Europa League. Peaky Blinders Studio. You know, the last time your club beat Barcelona in the Champions League, Messi had 0 Ballon d'Ors. So, come on, get it together.
No, it gets real. Okay. Yes, real quick before we go. Messi's returning to Barca, good move.
I think it's a fantastic move. I think this is bigger than Barcelona.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic move. First thing first, he shouldn't have never left Barcelona, but
he didn't want to leave. He had to leave. It was a technicality.
That should never have happened, but it did. But anyway, 100%. And also, not only does it help Barcelona, fantastic move Barcelona. I'm not gonna lie to you, La Liga has been dead without Messi. Messi took the life and soul out of La Liga. I'm not gonna lie to you. When Messi was playing in La Liga with Barcelona, it gave life to La Liga. La Liga doesn't have a superstar. La Liga doesn't have that guy anymore.
Wait, Vinny?
The guys, it's not it. It's not
Vinny?
it. It's not the same.
Vinny doesn't have Mbappe, Haaland star power.
No, it's not the same. It's Messi. Like, Messi. Like, bro, I missed that. We all missed that. We all want him to come back. And at the same time, RDS
No. You were one of his chief haters, so I don't want to know your about.
Relax.
You were in the Ronaldo camp, so don't give me that.
RDS said he doesn't have anything left to achieve. He has more Champions League to win. Because that's a guy that won 5 Champions League.
It's what we're doing. Yes. Is this what we're doing? Yes. Is this what we're really doing?
Listen.
Is this what we're really doing? Yes. Are we really gonna? Are we? Yes. Are we really doing this? Yes. Have you no shame? No. Yes. Have you no shame? No. It's a simple question. Have you no shame? Have you no shame? Yes. I thought after the events in Qatar, Leo Di Maria ended this.
No.
Okay, I thought Leo Di Maria ended all this crap.
See, HH, look, RDS, will be a caveat to his legacy. Go back to Barcelona with Pedri, with Gavi, with Araujo, with Kunde, all these young players, Balde. Take this young team, plus Lewandowski because it's not young. Take this young team and carry them to a Champions League. Bro, that would literally, and not only that, break the Champions League record. Like, I think he has the record of most goals in Champions League. It's not
yes,
far.
Yeah, no, stop it. Yes, stop it.
Right into the
yes. This isn't a box to check. Like, let's say the only box Messi has to check is to score the winning goal in a World Cup final. That is the only box he has to check and so forth. It's to score the winning goal. Then he can sit at the same table as Arna. Then he can sit at the same table as Arna and Zidane.
All I'm saying is
Did Arna win the Champions League by any chance?
Did Arna score both goals in the World Cup final? What?
No, I'm just asking.
No. Did he score the winning goal in the World Cup semi and both goals in the World Cup final?
But
did he score in the World Cup final? He scored in the World Cup final though. Did he score the only goals in the World Cup final? Yes or no? Yes, I think he did. Yes, I think he did. Messi does not bother about that bomb-ass record and so forth. It's not okay. This is also about vibes. Now, all Messi needs is to score the winning goal in the World Come final, and then he can sit with Arnold. Apart from that, it's good.
No, AJ, think about it.
Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him because he might play another World Cup. Don't tempt him.
No,
wait, hold on. Okay. Can I get something clear now? Messi, just retire, bro.
No,
if I
hold on.
No. Bro, if I see this guy lace up for 2026, bro, I'll be like, okay, this guy's on drugs. Ricardo, this is right now. If this guy is at a World Cup 2026, I'll be like, okay, that's it. There's now a drug tax in the World Cup. So no. This is hold on. This is the deal. No. This is the deal. No. Hold up. Let me see my point. If I see him appear in the 2026 World Cup, I am putting a drug tax on his World Cup right now. I said that this man is on drugs.
What happens if he wins back-to-back World Cups?
I wish recognize it because it's also drugs. It's drugs.
But AJ, think about it.
So don't you dare shop in 2026, bro, because you're done. You're finished. Okay, let's R9 rest in peace.
AJ, you got to think about it. In 2024, the Copa America is going to be held in the United States. Okay, this Argentina team is actually doing really well. If they go on and to win the Copa America of 2024, you don't think Messi's gonna be like, the World Cup is here. I could win here again, and he could go. I'm not saying Argentina are gonna win the World Cup next one. I don't think,
bro.
So,
if Messi, that would be cheesy. That would be so bloody cheesy.
But then he would
be so bloody cheesy.
He would literally,
mate, just retire, man. Just retire.
Then let's keep it stat. If Messi wins back-to-back World Cup, then he basically makes R9, Ronaldinho, Zidane, like he makes all those players relevant.
Oh no, artists. Which is why
he does that.
No, artists. Which is why I need this man to retire. You see, I was going to say something else, but that may be a bit too evil and so forth and everything. So let's just focus on the whole retirement thing.
Don't let Messi win another World Cup Player of the Tournament because I'll be 3 World Cup.
No. Forget that 2014. If Messi does back to back, bro, then because I'm already building up to my retirement plan in Hawaii and so forth. If that happens, then it's okay. You know what?
But what if Di Maria scores in the final again?
Oh, then the narrative continues. He's Leo Di Maria. There you go, guys. It's been good, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Chelsea, Villa, City against Liverpool, and all that beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, chef.
Chelsea's playing.
Fuck you, man.